ya Mzansi Jikelele, bantwana basekhaya. Ekuseni kwelanga sanibonani firstly. Secondly, guys, 30 June is gonna be a true test for South African Defence Force. It's gonna be a true test for South African Police Service. It's gonna be a true test for all South African law enforcement. Because us knowing Ramaphosa, the foreigner, he's going to want to protect his foreigners. He's going to want to protect them and make sure that they are safe. Ne? He's going to want to do that. And what he's going to do, which is what I assume and I suspect, is I think he's going to deploy the SANDF. I think he's going to deploy the SANDF. The question and the funny thing is, every time when he's had to deploy it for serious matters, drugs, heists, and illegal mining, there's never been a budget. But for the illegal foreigners, he's going to have a budget to deploy them in all provinces, funny enough. When he fails to deploy in one province with one problem. Okay? Sure. SAPS, you guys have not even issued out a statement. Not even Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, no one has even made a statement to say, guys, we foresee that this might be dangerous. To ease the tension, we suggest that those that can go home for now, go home. You understand? Those that cannot, please speak to your nearest government official and then let your numbers be known so that you can vacate the land, because there is no way they're going to stop South African people. And South African people, I'm so sorry, guys. Democracy has done nothing for us. We all know that. Democracy has not done shit for us. Being democratic does not work. We see what democracy does. Democracy breeds leaders like Gwede Mantashe. Democracy breeds leaders like Fikile Mbalula. Democracy breeds leaders like Paul Mashatile. Democracy leads leaders like Ramaphosa. So democracy is not what we need. We do not need to be democratic about anything. I think in actual fact, as the people, the native people of the land, it is time that we become dictators. Not we get a dictator. No. I think we must be dictators now as to what we done with our money and what is done with our land and what is done with our resources. Because the ones we apparently elected, they are not doing what we need them to do, guys. They are not doing, the way these people are so greedy. Let me enlighten you people. The way these people are so greedy. It was so easy for them to keep stealing from South Africa all the minerals they want. It was so easy for them to keep sending our coal to Israel. It was so easy for them to keep sending our coal to the UK, and we would have not even noticed. All they had to do was make sure they keep us employed, keep us paying tax the way that they are overpaying tax, the way we are overpaying tax. They were supposed to just keep us employed and keep us in our we were happy in our little corners with cheap petrol and cheap food and our cheap alcohol. We were just happy. We were happy people. They were so greedy that they even destroyed the functionality of this country, which is the economy, the people. They've destroyed those very same people. That's how greedy these people are. We don't have time. Asina's cut. 30 June, guys. 30 June. Even the artist, or if 30 June no artist has supported us, unfollow and what asifuna ukuzwa noma ngabe sisegigini where that artist is one of the performing arts, we turn around siyamflathela sibheka le makungena yena sithula the way bebathule ngakhona. Abo Kabza de Small babhizi le overseas le, I think Ibiza or rini nomaphorisa uBlack Coffee bathathile uyabaplaga, maybe uzama ukubatholela ama yini ukuba ama-regular DJ wangada, i-residence yangada yokuba badlale lapha, asazi mhlawumbe bahlanganisela idili. i-country ngapha kuyenzakalani kuyabheda abasho next bathulile bona bamnandi la bahlala khona ama-gated community amakwerekwere awabahluphi nganext. The only time they liaise namakwerekwere now that they're successful is when they go to buy the drugs, the G, you know what I'm saying? Mabafuna ukuba high. So it's fine. Even ama-political leaders lawa ahleli lapha phezulu laba bathi bona ama-foreigner in masiqeda ukuchiftisa ama-foreigner ngey-30 zaka-June, ngey-1 zaka-July siyakhona siyochiftisa bona, sicela basiqhelele. Besicela abantu abathanda i-South Africa phezulu manje sesiyazikhethela, asalindi nix, sesiyazikhethela bafethu, sesizifakela abantu esibathembayo. Ngiyanicela abantwana basekhaya, i-unity sengiyayibona mina, iyangijabulisa lento leyo, iyangijabulisa, ngithanda kabi. United ayikho into abazosenza yona, ayikho into abazosenza yona United. I even see white people now putting on TikToks and telling us that they support the March and March movement. Brilliant, guys, brilliant. Forward we go. We will die for this land. This is the land of our forefathers. It's the land of our kids. It's the land of their kids. It's not land of the foreigners. No foreigner is gonna take over while we're here. And after South Africans, yabona nje if nje besiya abantu nje aba serious kamampela, siyenza siyidala kamampela. Bekumele nje ukuthi after laphayana mabase sebaphumile la, sihambeni siyocelana ubaba laphaya, lo abathi waseshawela, lo abathi ukhulele eshawela yena, besithi besimele sihambe siyomcela lapho ukuthi puti ya hayi besicela puti, besicela uhlale esayidini. Mabangafuni guys, the apartheid government knows the only way to go to the drawing board is when the country is ungovernable. Yebo, injalo bantwana basekhaya. Yabona i-country mase sekuyirawu kuyigishigishi kuma kuma ha kulana ugovernment aqala khona ukuthi okay, ngicela ukuthi ngimamele ukuthi ngithini. By that time asisanegotiate, sesitshela straight ukuthi sifunani. So while we were asking nice, they kept quiet, everyone. So ma South African, mina ngithi June 16, 1976 akajike manje omusha owema Gen Z akabe uJune 30, 2026. Danko.
Bathandazwa, ndithemba ndize kuni namhlanje bekuseni. Hey, ufuna nirhala sincokole ngayo, khange inilalise tu kule nto iqhubekayo yokuba sisithi mababe ukusolotya apha abalisebenzisayo ababantu bokufika bubu mamamele kwezi videos njengoba bebesuswa pha police station KZN. Bonke bathi bazi refugees, bazi asylum seekers. Xa ujonga lento uyifumanisa into kokuba bacetyisiwe apho bacetyiswe khona into yoba mabalisebenzise lisolotya le-refugees, ngoba kaloku siyinxenye as South Africa eyasayinayo kwi-convention ka-1951 about i-issue ye-refugees. Ndirhala ke ngoku ke siyicubungule into kokuba sizayi-adressa kanjani le nto. Ndifunde about 2 documents izolo. Yiyo le nto ndivukela apha kuni. Enye document endiyifundileyo ile yethu ye-Refugees Act ka-1998. It's about 13 pages. Hayi, ayisincede singanto. Ndafunda nale Convention of Refugees. Ina 72 pages yona and about 48 articles. Hayi ndifuna unixelela abantu bakuthi icingo lethu liphantsi, and liphantsi nje balibonile abantu bokufika, because xa kudefinewa i-refugees ku-article 1 nje uqala nje ungena iyachazwa phaa into yoba i-refugee ngabantu ababalulekileyo emazweni wabo ngokoyika, i-fear of i-persecution, intshutshiso it's either ngokwe-religion okanye ngokwepolitiki okanye whatever member of a group lo mntu ayijoyinileyo, but oyike ukutshutshiswa abaleke kwelo lizwe. Yi-definition ye-refugee leyo. And ke ngoku xa igqitha isiya kwii-articles zee-benefits zabo, awubufunda u-article 31 ngoyena ungakhange ndilalise, because article 31 speaks about noba bangene illegally in our country aba bantu, kuthiwa mabangagxothwa, instead makufacilitatwe ii-applications zabo bafumane i-benefits. And those benefits, all of those articles xa usehla nazo phaya, they will tell you into yoba one of the benefits yi-shelter, yi-education, bangaqeshwa baphangele. Sikuloo meko. So that's why xa beme phambi kwe-TV bathi bazi-asylum seekers, the question that we need to ask ourselves as South Africans into yokokuba njengoba kuthiwa siyintlambi nje, ngoba all African countries, particularly even in the southern region, i-target yabo yi-South Africa. So if funeke sizibuze umbuzo, uba aba bantu babaleka emazweni wabo ngenxa yento yokuba besithi boyika imfazwe neentoni, the first question to ask ourselves, leliphi lizwe apha eAfrika elinemfazwe? Leliphi? Ngoku. Number 2, nesiphinde sizibuze umbuzo into yokokubana, what if imfazwe iphelile? Kwenzeka ntoni if ibikhona, like eCongo naseBurundi? Do we mean abo bantu bazawubalekela up until nothing bade babe ngabantu balapha eSouth Africa? Here's a quick one, South Africans, that I need you to consider in all of this thing. So this African this thing, refugees convention, basebenzisa yona and bayayazi into okokuba iyababinda internationally, and bayayazi into okokuba iSouth Africa ayinawunyakaza ngale nto yale refugees because bathi bazi-refugees. So what we must do, thina as South Africans, what we are going to do, even to prove them that we are capable of making them refugees kwezinye indawo, because that is the only option esinayo. Option esinayo into yoba mabayo bazi-refugees kwenye indawo. Yephi indlela yokwenza loo nto? It is when we are going to make them fear to live in South Africa. That's the only thing that is justifiable. So if they fear to live in Somalia, if they fear to live in Bangladesh, if they fear to live in Nigeria, if they feared to live in Kenya, all of those countries they claim they are coming from, if they feared to live in them, let's make South Africa a fearful country to live to. And loo nto asuzuyenza ngorhulumente, let me tell you very clear and strictly, ayizukwenziwa ngorhulumente loo nto, izakwenziwa citizens of this country. So you ungayijika-jika uyise ngapha nangapha, abazuhamba babantu ngenxa karhulumente, bazawuhamba ngenxa yethu. So benifuna nje bantu baseMzantsi Afrika ke sincokole ngale nto ye-refugees because bayikrobele bayibona. And when you go to the convention, that's where you'll find that sibotshwe izandla nenyawo, and kubotshwa i-diplomats, abantu abasayina on our behalf. We are not diplomats, Tina. We are not in high offices, but we are people on the ground who feel that there is no refugees in this country. We have people who have invaded our country, who have decided and have determined to take the economy of this country. We've got people who have invaded our country because they have seen that our laws are weak, and those people are committing all sorts of crimes, drugs, trafficking, everything, robberies, you can name them. So that is what is happening in this country, is us now facing people who are calling themselves refugees because they know that we are signatories of a convention. So what we are going to do, xa bebaleka imfazwe kumazwe wabo, masibanike imfazwe nathi apha eSouth Africa. If babaleka imfazwe, masibanike imfazwe bakhangela amanye amazwe. Because government is not interested in what we are saying. Because they live in a high fenced walls, those politicians, and they are protected, and everything for them it's just luxury. So South Africans bensithi mandiza ndizoni explain into kokuba this battle esikuyo, it's not an easy battle. We must make them fear to live in South Africa. Danko. Bantu bakuthi nasixolela silala sivuka sicinga ilizwe. We can't sleep and wake up singabi nanto esi-contributayo kule nto yenzeka eSouth Africa. Nansi take yam because we need to think beyond ngoku lo rhulumente ukhoyo. It's guaranteed, there's no doubt. Ramaphosa is the last president from the ANC. That one I can tell you. And also, into funeke sijonge sikhangele into kokuba emva kokuba imasses ziphakamile kufuneke sifacilitate njani urhulumente welizwe, ngoba i-political parties most yazo zi-out of touch of what is happening in this country. Ngoku funeka abantu base-South Africa baqala ukuziplana into kokuba funeke senze njani beyond uJune 30 ukuya kwi-local government elections zika-2026 ngoNovember nokuya kwi-national and provincial elections zika-2029. Nanga kamacebiso nawo yabona, emveni kokuba abantu bedibene bevangazwilinye, emveni koko funeka babe organized and structured, because akekho umuntu ozayistopha le move eSouth Africa. Leni move yi-revolution le iqale nge-common agenda ye-legal immigrants, apho siyakhona siyekurhulumenteni, because kudala i-politicians zisithatha for a ride. One, uMzantsi Afrika ndifuna unixelela nje kakuhle uzawulunga kamandi. We know noba kukho i-revolution nakweliphi ilizwe kufuneka kubekho proper structures and system into yokuba liphinde ibuye ilizwe lilawulwe ngendlela. Ngo-2024 uba niyakhumbula kakuhle xa besivota ballot papers ezintathu, into ibiqala ukwenzeka. Le ballot paper yesithathu ndifuna nje uthetha ngayo into yoba ibiyeyantoni, ngoba ixesha elininzi okanye ixesha elide besivotela ii-political parties. Abantu bayohlala kwii-conferences zabo singekho, emveni koko babuye bazothetha nathi singabavoti. Bawuthetha nathi funeka sibavotele baye epalamente kwi-provincial legislatures. But la ballot paper yesithathu ibiveza into kokuba there is a new amendment ebesiyilwele ye-electoral reform eSouth Africa. Into kokuba ukusukela ngo-2024 elections ukubheka phambili funa abantu bakuthi bayivele, now we can directly elect abantu from the ground kwii-constituencies zethu, kwindawo esihlala kuzo, because i-politics zase-South Africa zitshintshile abantu bakuthi. They are no longer about ii-parties okanye ii-political parties, zingabout ii-constituencies, abantu, izidingo zabantu kwindawo abasuka kuzo. Yiyo le nto uthi ufumaniseka noba uyakhangela uba yeyiphi i-political party endinoyivotela kwindawo endihlala kuyo, ufumaniseka uba awuboni zinkokheli, zi-leaders ezinakuyidrayiva ii-needs zabantu. Loo nto isilimithe yenza abantu bangafuni ukuvota nokutshintsha urhulumente because ababoni bantu kwezi political parties. Itshintshile ke loo nto. So from u-2026 ibikanti ikhona ke le akho nto itshintshileyo ku-2026 local government. Elect people abazosuka kwii-communities zenu. Thathani i-security guard egeyithini. Uba loo tata okanye loo bhuti okanye loo sisi okanye loo mama ekwi-community uyakwazi ukudevelopha abantwana, uyakwazi ukubona izidingo ze-community. Sizawukhupha ootishala eziklasini uba siyabona uba bayasincedisa kwii-communities, siyobafake kwi-council okanye koomasipala sibavotele. So ndizama uzon-explainela even ke ngoku ne-provincial and national elections masithathe nabantu from our societies, our communities. La ballot paper yesithathu phaya ithi sinako uzikhethela abantu, sibamise sithi naba abantu esibafunayo, singadluli ipatini. Because South African politics now, they require us to choose people, leaders within our societies and communities. Sibonyusa sithi yana provincial legislature, when a national assembly when. And the president, therefore, or a premier, can come out of those people, because xa sebebaninzi bepha eParliament, they can have their president-elect. No zithi naku Jacinda Snyuse makabe ngumongameli wethu, because uthetha lento siyifunayo okanye uzawukwenza lento siyifunayo singabantu. Ndenza umzekelo. So that is the type of politics eSouth Africa esizifunayo. So funeke xa sivuka siphakama every day sicinga into yoba ilizwe lethu lizawukhokhelwa liphathwe njani bantu bakuthi. Ndithethiswa yile nto kuba ndiyayazi into yokokuba asisaziva ipolitician, azenzi sense, azina-substance. Sivuka simamelo uva uba lo mntu out of touch nee-realities zabantu, because kaloku bahlala kwezazigqubu ze-factions neentoni. Xa becinga ngezisu zabo nangeeposition zabo, they don't think about the needs of the people. Ndifuna ke bantu bakuthi after we have considered into kokuba now singabantu we are coming to lead ourselves, ngoba when we say people shall govern, we mean the needs of the people, not abantu abathetha nge-ideology zabo, abantu abathetha ngee-needs zethu nezinto thina abantu esizifunayo. So that's why nsithi let's start now preparing. Khangelana abantu kwii-communities zenu abanizoyonimela ecounsileni ngoNovember nge-4. Ukudlula apha abo bantu abo mabayazi uba banintsi pha bazamkhetha ngokwabo umeya ozawukhokhela loo masipala. Azinyanzelekanga uba sikhokhelwe yi-political party only, but we need leaders that are credible. Xa suka apho sipreparishela u-2029, sikhangela upresident, sikhangela abantu abazayosimela eParliament, sizabafaka kulaa ballot paper yesithathu, le bekusithiwa i-regional ballot paper. La ballot paper means that aba bantu bazosuka kwii-provinces, kwii-communities, sibafake pha, sibavotele. That is what we need in South Africa right now, the change of politics. Ba-comfortable kakhulu ngoku politicians, cima fanuba they can control the thinking yethu. Ndizama ukuthi ke beyond i-30 lekaJune masicinge nangendlela zokukhokhelela ilizwe. Abantu bakuthi bavukile. And we are not doing this only for ourselves, we are doing this for i-generations to come nabantwana bethu. Niyazibona into eziqhubeka kumadlanga, into kokuba abantu esibathembile, into about let them live in the and work for this country, but bafike benza into zabo ezithandwa ngabo. So xa sibanyulile kuzawuba lula uphinde sibathobe. Kanti ngoku funeke balinde iconference okanye kubizwe i-National Executive Committee kuze kothula umntu, nibe nimbona umntu uba akasevi lo mntu lo. But ngenxa into yoba you are not a member of that political party, you cannot then ubuyise laa mntu. So ndize naloo nto bantu bakuthi that let's think beyond 30 June and local government and national and provincial government. Thank you.
When someone visits you, you would normally know who they are, where they come from, how long they will be staying at your house, whether or not these people can put your life in danger, and you would have to make the necessary provision to provide for these individuals, right? To make sure that you have enough food, water, electricity, etc., right? Now, when you apply for a visa, those questions are no different to a country. They would need to know your name, where you come from, what you are doing in the country, how long you will be in the country for, and whether or not you can sustain yourself. And most importantly, whether or not you have a criminal record, right? Now, why? 2 reasons. 1, the country needs to know whether or not you could potentially be a national security threat. Now, what do I mean by that? In the event where someone has entered the country through this country's porous borders, and you commit a crime in the country, where does the system start to look for you? Because we do not have a name, We do not have a surname, we do not know a country of origin, nor do we have an address. A few years ago, there was an incident in Limpopo where there was an illegal military base. And they did not know when these individuals entered the country and how long that illegal military base was there for. But most importantly, why was it here? So, national security threat. That's one. Then two, the country needs to make the necessary arrangements or provision for the individuals that are either migrating to the country or will be staying in the country for a specific period of time, for example, like students. So when the conversation around illegal immigrants, and I'm going to say emphasis on illegal immigrants, is being held, please understand that there is a direct impact of illegal immigrants on a country's system and a country's national security. And it's always easy for the middle and the upper middle class to try and dismiss the cries of the poor when they are saying that we are being directly affected by illegal immigrants, because best believe when illegal immigrants come into a country, they will always go to areas where they are able to blend in easily or where the area is more populated, because you are less likely to find them in areas like that. But those are also individuals that come from a very dire situation and are trying to find jobs that South Africans will, under normal circumstances, not take. One of the reasons being these are the very same jobs that were only allocated to our grandparents and parents during apartheid, because the apartheid government thought that black and brown South Africans were not capable of doing jobs like being accountants, lawyers, and doctors. Those were also the very same jobs that were not regulated, and people were oppressed and abused in those jobs. Now, that doesn't mean that South Africans will not take those jobs. South Africans will, however, say that we will ask for our worth in those positions. And if you are not willing to pay that amount of money, then South Africans will not take those jobs. Those are also the jobs that students used to take part-time while they were studying in order to sustain themselves. And again, if there is a demand for a capitalist system to oppress a specific group of people because these people are available, it will 100% do so. So to argue that South Africans are lazy because South Africans are not willing to work the jobs that were once only allocated to their parents because the apartheid government thought that we were not smart enough to have those jobs, and they're not willing to, number one, work for less than what they are worth, why would you consider that to be uneducated? The story or the discussion around illegal immigrants is a conversation that has to be held, because you cannot have a country of more than 4.5 million illegal immigrants. Keep in mind that that number is the number that comes from the Department of Home Affairs, purely based on the people that have entered the country but not exited the country. And also the individuals that were caught and deported. So now they will have those figures. However, they will not have the number of people that entered this country through our borders without any paperwork. So that number is not accurate. It is a national security threat, and it has a direct impact on the country's ability to budget.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. Guys, I so sad ukuthi kunema foreigners hodinga ukuthi umhla ka-30 June makuthiwa nje mhla ka-30 June ma-South Africans they're just bluffing, athi jokhela nje athi dlalela athi ona azenza ukuzinza la South Africa awayenzayo. Ma-South Africans they are saying ukuthi kuyoshuba ongamhla ka-30 kaze ngiyobhaqaphi kuthiwa njena kuyoshuba mhla ka-30 yonke into yobibheka etulo. Bathi abahlehli bakhathele ma-foreigners, and it's so sad bona ama-foreigners arelaxile ngisho kuthiwa bahamba ubona nje ukuthi they don't wanna go, bayasho nje bayabona nje batitshela ukuthi bantu base-South Africa sibajwayele hlezi bakhuluma. This time It's real. Hey guys, so do comment your thoughts down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. See you on the next one. I'm signing out. So goodbye.